Hey, you guys, on today's show, the ice capades continue. Let's discuss today on the Angela Box Show.
Hello, my name is Angela Box.
So you're talking about it.
All right, before I get into some stats here, we need to talk about Kevin. Okay, we need to talk about the Olympians that are over wherever the Olympics are being held this year. Like, I don't even know, don't care, won't watch. And this is why I won't watch, because of these insufferable brats that are now going and using their time that they're being asked questions about their sport or whatever to sit there and wring their hands and talk about how terrible it is that ICE is doing their jobs. I'm going to show you 3 clips. I don't even care who these people are. It doesn't matter, okay? There's some nobodies who are getting their 15 minutes of fame because they're now crying about police officers doing their jobs, okay? So the first clip is this guy's like, I'm just here and I got to use my platform to like talk about the horrible things going on. Roll that clip.
I feel heartbroken about what's happened in the United States when, I'm pretty sure you're referencing ICE and some of the protests and things like that. I think that as a country, we need to focus on respecting everybody's rights and making sure that we're treating our citizens as well as anybody with love and respect. And I hope that when people look at athletes compete in the Olympics, they realize that that's the America that we're trying to represent.
And then here's another one doing the same thing. It's like, y'all are doing too much. Roll that clip.
Brings up mixed emotions to represent the U.S. right now, I think. It's a little hard. There's obviously a lot going on that I'm not the biggest fan of, and I think a lot of people aren't. If it aligns with my moral values, I feel like I'm representing it. Just because I'm wearing the flag doesn't mean I represent everything that's going on in the U.S. So yeah, I just kind of want to do it for my friends and my family and the people that support me getting here.
And this last one is a girl. She's, I'm assuming that's her preferred gender. I don't know. But she, who knows? Because she's getting ready to tell us about, the LGBTQ plus community and how upset she is for them. Roll that clip.
Yeah, it's been a hard time for the community overall under this administration. It isn't the first time that we've had to come together as a community and try and fight for our human rights. And now especially, it's not just affecting the queer community, but many other communities. And I think that we are able to support each other in a way that we didn't have to before. And because of that, it's made us a lot stronger. I hope I can use my platform and my voice throughout these games to try and encourage people to stay strong in these hard times. I know that a lot of people say, you're just an athlete, like stick to your job, shut up about politics, but politics affect us all.
But of course, ICE out, hashtag ICE out is the hashtag of the day. It's the, it's the Ukraine flag and bio people that are now just changing their costumes yet again from the Palestinian flag. And now they're putting ICE out all over their Instagrams. And they're like, you know what? We really want to do black squares again. But that hasn't really caught on because none of the people that ICE has murdered in cold blood have been black. So it's like, it would be just like not as good. Like, we did the black squares on our Instagrams during George Floyd, but he was black. So that worked, but now it just doesn't. And every single time that one of our heroes gets exposed for being a filthy leftist psychopath who instigated their own death, it's like, womp womp, whoopsie. So sorry, the black squares haven't caught back on, but whatever, they're still going.
And today we're going to take a look at a week in the life of a liberal activist.
Stand with Ukraine! No more war! Freedom! Give Venezuela back their dictator!
We want the boss man!
BLM forever! Raise that fist! Black Lives Matter! Louder, people! We see you! We love you!
Keep it moving, flags high!
Trans rights matter! Gun control now!
Say it loud, save lives! Outlaw guns!
Protect our kids!
Keep marching, keep shouting!
Crush ICE! No more terror! Down with fascists!
Louder!
Freedom to defend! Keep marching! Keep shouting! Bye-bye!
Don't they have anything better to do with their time? Yeah. What they need to do is get jobs. I'm crashing out! I'm crashing out! I'm crashing out! I'm crashing out!
And last week at the Grammys, so many of them showed that ass. So many of them showed that ass. Like Billie Eilish, for one. First of all, Billie Eilish looks straight up demonic. Does she not? Look at this girl. In fact, the song that she got famous for, which admittedly is a catchy song, it's called Bad Guy. Have you seen this video? Roll as much of this video as you can roll without it getting copyright struck.
White shirt, now red, my bloody nose sleeping. You're on your tippy toes type, make your girlfriend mad type, might seduce your dad type. You said she's scared of me. I mean, I don't see what she sees, but maybe it's 'cause I'm wearing your cologne.
This is like demonic looking to me. Like, I'm sorry, it is. So Billie Eilish was out there at the Grammys. You know, she wins some award, like whatever. Like anyone cares about the Grammys. Like today's music is so awful. It's unlistenable. And I know I sound like get off my lawn guy. I know I sound like that, but it's noise. It's terrible. Country music sucks. I mean, there are a few indie labels and bands that I think are good, like, or songs. Like, I don't even know bands anymore. Like, I mentioned First Aid Kit to y'all a couple weeks ago because I love them. Like, I love them, but they're very indie. But I mean, it's just it's auto-tuned awfulness. Okay, so Billie Eilish gets up there, she wins some award, and she's like, "You guys, F eyes, like, and we're standing on stolen land." Roll that clip.
Thank you so much. I can't believe this. Everyone else in this category are so amazing. I love you so much. I feel so honored every time I get to be in this room. And as grateful as I feel, I honestly don't feel like I need to say anything, but that no one is illegal on stolen land. Yeah, it's just really hard to know what to say and what to do right now. And I feel really hopeful in this room, and I feel like we just need to keep fighting and speaking up and protesting, and our voices really do matter, and the people matter, and fuck ICE is all I want to say. Sorry. Thank you so much. I can't believe this.
Well, y'all, she showed that ass because everyone was like, really, Billie Eilish? Standing on stolen ground, stolen land. No one's illegal on stolen land. Okay. So they looked up where her house was, and evidently she lives in some $3 million mansion. And the land originally belonged to this kind of obscure Native American tribe. And so GB News sent a reporter out there and was like, hey, Billie, we just wanted to let you know that there's this law firm that says they're going to help you give your land back to this Indian tribe. Roll that clip.
Billie, let us in, please, Billie. We are here because this is stolen land, Billie, and we think we should be given access to your quite lovely $3 million mansion. Hello, Ben Leo from The Late Show Live on GB News. Do you remember when Billie Eilish said this at the Grammys?
No one is illegal on stolen land. Nice is all I want to say. Sorry.
Well, Billie reckons there's no such thing as an illegal human because we're all on stolen land. So we're here in Billie's quite posh neighbourhood in Los Angeles. Let's go and see if she practices what she preaches. Hopefully, if she sticks by her merits, she'll have no problem with me waltzing in, maybe making a cup of coffee or a tea. $3 million home. She's got some paddocks out the back with stables and horses. Maybe we can go for a horse ride. I'm sure she'd have no problem with it because she stood up on the stage at the Grammys, tens of thousands of people watching in the audience, millions around the world. The clip's gone viral. Here we go. Oh, nice little place. Bins are out. It's bin collection day. First of all, isn't that ironic? Massive gates keeping people out. I thought Billie didn't believe in borders. Well, according to the the driveway. Billie does believe in borders. She believes in massive gates keeping people out. A couple of cameras up there as well. The lights are on, so somebody must be home. Let us in, please, Billie. We are here because this is stolen land, Billie, and we think we should be given access to your quite lovely $3 million mansion. And such is Billie's concern for security and privacy. It's surrounded by pretty decent security fencing. Very nice indeed. Massive security hedges as well. She's taken a lot of concern and time to make sure she's got some privacy, as you'd expect. Oh, there we go. At the $3 million Los Angeles pound of Billie Eilish, she reckons nobody's illegal because we're all on stolen land anyway, but when it comes to her own house here in LA, I think she's got different ideas.
Well, this heifer is none too pleased. Her little publicity stunt. It's like, long gone are the days when we revere celebrities or put them on pedestals, all right? You're just whining, leftist, useful idiot tryhards, Tammy and Tommy tryhards, who are saying the company line. You act like you're so stunning and brave. In a room with, 99% of the people in there believe exactly the way you believe because they've been told to think these ways. They've been told to say these things. They've been told this is what we think, this is the company line, and this is what you're going to do in order to get famous and be successful. So you're up there saying the thing that everyone in the room agrees with. Yeah, you're a real trailblazer there, Billie. But anyway, then there was this guy who, by the time this goes up, the Super Bowl will have aired. There are rumors that Bad Bunny, who makes music that is unintelligible and terrible, like objectively terrible.
The English version? Hey, so my auntie asked me why I got so many girlfriends. Hey, a lot of girlfriends. Today I got one and tomorrow I got another one. But I never marry. My auntie asked me why I got so many girlfriends. Hey, a lot of girlfriends. Today I got one and tomorrow I got another one. Man, I think I want to take them all to the VIP, Ay, where they can meet my auntie, and we're going to take a selfie and say cheese. They smile if they already been with me.
He's like the Drake of squirrel chatter music, okay? Like, it's objectively bad. And there are rumors that this Tommy Tryhard, who, just like Harry Styles, is just, putting on a dress and flouncing around. There are rumors that he's going to be wearing a dress for his performance, and he's going to be screaming about ICE and all the things. And ICE is like, cool, well, we're going to be there anyway, like rounding up people at the Super Bowl. So, you do you, boo. But he also got up there and he was like, nobody is illegal. And he said it all in Spanish. Just such an asshole. Just let me get up there, accept an award, and just put insult to injury. I'm going to say my dumb ICE speech, what I'm saying in Spanish, and I'm going to say nobody's illegal, and we're all Americans. Yeah, so he's another one that just continues to show that ass. And I will say that his music is so objectively bad that the only explanation for why our ears are assaulted by this untalented Tommy Tryhard, psychopath, as far as I can tell, is because he, sacrificed a bunch of chickens to Moloch and a bunch of babies to Moloch and played the game and did what he had to do. And he put on that dress and he sashayed around on that stage. So they're going to give him a platform and Grammys and money and whatever. Anyway, so they're all out there, doing that and, still yapping about ICE this and ICE that, even after there's now been a drawdown in Minnesota and the left is trying to act like they got themselves a scalp. And JD Vance had to go out there and school these idiots and be like, actually, no, the reason that we drew down is because the mayor and the governor are now actually allowing law enforcement to do their jobs and to protect the people that are there, trying to do law enforcement stuff and get rid of violent illegal aliens. Roll that clip.
Homan just announced a drawdown of 700
so
troops out there.
Homan announced a partial drawdown, but because the local authorities are cooperating with him. And this is why it's important to segregate, what are we talking about, immigration enforcement or everything else? We're not drawing down immigration enforcement. We're drawing down some of the federal officers that were helping the guys doing immigration enforcement. And this is what I think, frankly, the far left and also some of our guys on the right didn't fully appreciate. When Homan says we're drawing 700 people down, those are the people who were protecting the ICE officers as they went out and did deportations and immigration enforcement. Most of the people that we have in Minneapolis, they're not doing immigration enforcement. That's true even after the 700 drawdown. Most of them are protecting the immigration officers from the mob that's forming around them. So as we get more and more cooperation from Minneapolis and from the state of Minnesota, and we are starting to get real cooperation from them in a way that we haven't, we don't want people there doing effectively police work so that they can protect our immigration officers. We want the immigration officers to go and do their work, and if they get into a problem, they can call local police. As that happens, I think you're going to see some of that law enforcement shifting to the local police, which.
But not to be outdone, you guys, the teachers keep doing too much, okay? And this is why, and this is funny, I had an appearance last week on Isaiah's show, Isaiah Factor Uncensored, with my old sparring partner, Representative Jolanda Jones, who, you know, she's quite infamous herself. She's quite an interesting person. We were discussing school vouchers and how awful the school systems are, and this is why vouchers are needed, and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, one of my points was, you know, kids should not have to be subjected to some psycho left-wing teacher indoctrinating them. And she jumped in and she's like, oh, don't you mean right-wing teachers? And it's like, have all the seats, Jolanda, because here's a story for you. Teachers are basically forcing kids to go protest against ICE and to speak out against ICE. And if you saw this video last week of this Lord of the Flies situation where these psycho kids in middle school, half of them look overweight, a couple of them have purple hair, they all look just, you know, unwashed in general. They like beat the hell out of an adult at this ICE protest. So yeah, that is why we need vouchers, because leftist teachers are literally crazy, and the education system is filled with liberal white women who, as we know, are the bane of my existence. Now let's continue. So ICE is, you know, they continue to do their job, and they continue to do their job well, and the administration has let it be known that, you know what, we're not just going to be relying on, you know, your unreliable narrators that are telling stories about, oh my God, Renee Good, she was just sitting there and she got shot. She wasn't doing anything, you guys. And Alex Preddy, the nurse, oh my God, you guys, he was just there trying to save a woman, and they shot him in the face. No, now there's going to be body cam footage. Remember a few years back, like in the mid-aughts, I think mid-aughts is when they started to do body cam. And it came about because Al Sharpton primarily was like, cops are killing black people randomly, and you know, it's our word against theirs, and we need to have body cams. And so all the police departments in the country were like, cool, we can do that. Like, actually, great idea, because what it's going to show is that y'all are the ones doing shit, okay? And guess what? That's what it's going to show when ICE gets body cams too. They are probably so excited about this. Now, I have a video to show you of this, you know, in another video, we're going to talk about the SAVE Act and the way that the media and the Democrats are trying to spin this to make black people scared. But it's once again the Democratic Party that are the biggest racists of all. Look at this video of this ICE agent who's black being called the N-word because he's enforcing the law and grabbing up criminal illegal aliens. Roll that clip.
Yeah, families should be ripped apart. Is that kind of your energy? What? Like we should rip people apart from their families?
Are you a man?
Wow. Wow, is that a question?
Wow.
Okay. How do you feel about ripping people from their families? Does that feel good?
A fucking house nigga in here. Sir, I need to move. Fucking house nigga working for the fucking KKK. What the fuck's wrong with you people?
Why are you calling a woman a man?
Sir,
I mean, what kind of a guy does that?
Fucking house nigga, bitch. Go look for your fucking slave.
A warning for what, sir? A warning for what?
Warning to quit following our vehicle.
Because?
because we're conducting law enforcement operations?
Yes, and we're allowed to film you doing those law enforcement operations. We still have a First Amendment, sir. We are not impeding your operations. We're merely filming them.
Now you are interfering with our operations, so do not continue to follow.
We're press. We're press. We can follow you and film you.
We're press. We have a right to.
Are you trying to get rid of the First Amendment?
Okay. So yes, these people continue to do too much. They're doing everything, everywhere, and all at oncing it. Okay, that's what they're doing all the time, and they're constantly to an 11. They're constantly screaming their heads off about how terrible this is. Meanwhile, normal people, the people that were like in the 2024 election, were like, yeah, illegal immigration is a huge problem. It was the number one or number two issue for most Trump voters, and most people who didn't even want to vote for Trump, but they're like, we can't take this anymore. We got to vote for Trump. Well, there was a new poll that just came out last week, and it was from Interactive Polls, I believe. 73% of all people, not just Republicans, everyone, say coming here illegally is breaking the law. Yeah, no shit. So if 73% of the American people are like, listen, I know that you're trying to come here for a better life. Like, I get it. I have sympathy for you, but it's still breaking the law. You can't do that. 73% say, no, Bad Bunny. They're not all American citizens just because they put their feet on American soil. Okay. 61% support deporting illegals. 58% oppose defunding ICE. Womp, womp, womp. Sorry. So lest you think that social media is real, lest you think that CNN, MSNBC, and all the mainstream media, the legacy media, that have 93% negative reporting when it comes to ICE, lest you think that the American people have suddenly had done a complete 180, and they're like, actually, I know we just voted to deport all these people, but we changed our mind. No. Not so. Okay, I'll continue. 54% support ICE enforcing our immigration laws. So that's a little bit lower because of all the crap that we're seeing, again, because the media's, 93% of their reporting is negative, but still, it's a majority. So by all means, Democrats, I think you should continue to run on this. You should continue to say that we need to get ICE out of all these cities, and, so what if there's a bunch of child predators and child murderers and child traffickers and drug smugglers? Like, so what? Like, we want them here. In fact, here's an example of a liberal white woman, an old liberal white woman, like an old hippie, who was basically asked, listen, there's like a third-degree offender, child abuse offender, that ICE has captured. Do you support him being released? And she's like, absolutely. Roll that clip.
Can we ask you a quick question? We're trying to get back undocumented people who were deported by ICE. Do you support that?
Of course I do.
Could we get your signature real quick? We're part of the Bring Them Back campaign. Specifically, Darwin Vasquez Ramos, who was deported in Maryland this week. And I do have to tell you, he was convicted of third-degree sex offense, but we think he deserves a second chance.
Okay.
Could we just get your signature? And what do you think about what's going on with ICE right now?
Well, it upsets me very much. We don't look like our country anymore.
We don't look like our country.
Yeah.
If you support bringing him back to the U.S., he needs a place to stay. Could he come and stay with you?
No, I don't have any place for him to stay.
You don't?
But you have my signature.
Thank you.
And as usual, they don't want them living at their house. It's funny, isn't it? Okay, now, to take all this, which the reason Trump is having to do all these things, the reason that this is so ratcheted up is because, never forget, Joe Biden let in about 20 million illegal aliens. They say it's 12, which is still an insane number, but it's probably more like 20 million, okay? He let him in with after he won the most secure election in American history. Now, here's an interesting poll. Rasmussen put this out. The question is, do you agree or disagree with this statement? There is no way Joe Biden got 81 million votes in the 2020 election. Agree. And this is and it has gone up over the years, okay? Agree. Democrat 31%. So even Democrats are like, no. President Puddin'Brain didn't get 81 million votes. Independent, 45% agree. GOP, 72%. All voters, 49%. So we're getting to critical mass here, where basically a majority or half and half of the people in this country believe that the 2020 election was stolen. And Steve Miller lets us know that one of the first bill that Biden sent to Congress was a bill to make illegal aliens into voting citizens. And ladies and gentlemen, this is what this bullshit is all about. Steve Miller said he terminated every Trump deportation policy, ordered ICE to halt removals, and commanded CBP to start mass releasing illegal aliens into America. Biden organized and ordered the invasion. And when it comes to voting, even if you want to say, which I don't believe is true, I think the illegals are voting. Obviously they're voting, okay? Obviously they're voting. We know that they're voting because the Democrats are freaking out with the idea of ICE going to polling locations. Why would they go to polling locations? Because there's illegal aliens voting and they can go round them up there. Obviously. But even if you want to pretend that they're not, okay? Here's some very interesting information. Trump wants to redo the census. Okay? He said the fact that we are counting non-citizens is absolutely asinine. It's batshit crazy. And the reason the Democrats' apportionment in Congress is as high as it is because of illegal aliens that live here. Even if you say that they're not voting. Now, the blue states would lose, I believe, 12 or something like that electoral college votes if the illegal aliens were not counted. So that is why they want them counted, obviously. Congressional apportionment and electoral college. It's all about cheating. They don't give a shit about these people. They certainly don't give it. They care less than nothing about the American people who have to bear the brunt of everything illegal aliens are bringing us. But, you know, flame on. I say this, you know, and it goes back to the ICE thing. It goes back to that they think that the American people don't want these deportations, that they think the American people are your average, everyday leftists, you know, crying, screaming at the sky, crying into their phone, and posting it on TikTok. They think that is the average American. It is not, okay? But by all means, you should definitely run on that. You should run on releasing all the illegal aliens, the criminals that have been rounded up, release them all back into our communities. Make sure that National Guard is taken away, so all the law and order and the crime that's gone down, all that goes away. We should make sure that there's an illegal alien in every pot, okay? And make sure that every Democrat gets to take one home, because that's essentially what they want to run on, which, again, please do. Okay, that's where I'm going to leave today's video. Please let me know what you think down below. Like, subscribe, comment, do all the things. And remember to keep kicking ass and taking names, and to always let thy will be done. Peace.